This is the day you've been waiting for. The sun is shining, the birds are singing, and you know just what you want to do.
All you want to do is ride around Saturday.
Now, I am part of the baby boom generation, and I suspect that you are too. Hi, everybody. Rick Lamb here for The Horse Show. The U.S. Census Bureau defines the baby boomers as any of us born between 1946 and 1964. Now, I remember that period pretty well. I was born in 1951, and the early years of my life, television was the big thing. It was really just starting to come into its own. And television Westerns dominated, and that's where I originally got my fascination with horses, and that was only intensified when I started having experience with real horses. But I remember a lot of those early television Westerns, and one of them that has always stuck with me was called Cheyenne. It starred a great big hunk of a man, very handsome man by the name of Clint Walker. Well, he's about 83 years old today, still living, still an avid horseman. And he's not my guest today. However, another Clint Walker is, and I think you will find him just as fascinating. Ironically, these two Clint Walkers live in the same part of California. They actually know each other. But my Clint Walker is involved with a company called EFX, which makes a holographic performance-enhancing product. I'm going to leave it at that and let him explain it. And we're going to meet him towards the end of the program today. But first, we're going to talk to George Hoagland, who is with a company called LifeWave. And they also make a product that taps into the energy that exists in our bodies through the manipulation of frequencies and enhancing of frequencies. It is a theme show, folks. And before you turn off to this idea, I would urge you to open your mind a little bit. Listen to what both of these gentlemen have to say today. And remember that as foreign as some of this stuff sounds to us on first listen, when you start hearing how anecdotal evidence and double-blind tests and all of that kind of placebo effect and all of that has been tested, I think you'll start finding that the ideas have some credibility and are worth further investigation. Interesting thing about the whole idea of energy and manipulating that, very foreign to us Western thinkers, but very common to Eastern thinkers. And in fact, in China, it's a very common, they would probably hear these and they would say, well, yeah, I can go down to my store and buy any number of products like that. But it's still fairly novel to us. The interesting thing is all of this applies not only to humans, but also to horses. So it's well worth talking about on The Horse Show today. And speaking of worthwhile subjects, the 2015 Equine Wellness Symposium is taking place on the Big Island of Hawaii, September 11th through 13th. I'll be there hosting along with 7 distinguished veterinarians. Details at HawaiiHorseExpo.com. I'm Rick Lamb. This is The Horse Show, and we'll be back.